So hello everyone, this is AetherNightmare, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. So, there is another ongoing event. I'm told it is partially a Final Fantasy XV crossover. Don't know anything about that, because I have not played that Final Fantasy game yet. Oh, so many things to get to. The backlog grows ever daily, does it not? But, yeah, let's see what all there is to do. So there is the new event, there is some Amalja stuff I can get to later on, and then I think I'm gonna wrap it up with doing some silly Manderville quests. Just because it's been a long week on my end, and sometimes you just need a little bit of a pick-me-up. So I do believe that the quest in question is in... Why am I attempting to go out to the door? I think it's in Ul'dah. I remember seeing something on the steps of Ul'dah when I was doing my Pukalis stuff in the background. Ooh. I forget it's kind of early here. Not many people might be on. I remember there was something over here. Yeah, this was it. A lot of people were coming to this. The Man in Black. Oh, it even has Noctis. Kippa Jakia has caught the scent of a story and needs help chasing it down. I think we get... fingerless gloves. We get part of his outfit. Greetings, adventurer. It's been a while. Do not tell me you've forgotten about Kippa Jakia, reporter for the Raven? I have. You see, a certain rumor has been making rounds as of late. No few travelers passing through Thanalan report seeing an unusual black vehicle with particular mechanical soldiers. Do you happen to know anything about them? Oh yeah, I think I did see those in the trailer for Final Fantasy XV. No? Let me tell you then, that there is growing concern that they might be of some unknown type of Garlean weaponry. Why, even the good people of Garland Ironworks have been called to investigate. This promises to be a most compelling story, and I intend to be the first reporter to tell it. But in order to do that, I require the contribution of good folk such as yourself. Lest you wonder, the black vehicle was most recently sighted near Blackbrush in central Thanalan. Should you come into any information, I ask that you bring me word without delay. I miss what Versus 13 could have been. Or the fact that Final Fantasy Agito 13, aka Type 0, the very fact that it's named Type 0, which means prototype for weaponry in Japanese, implies that there was going to be more games, but then there never was. I'm trying to drink tea and play at the same time. I'm really tired today. It's been a long week. And people, for whatever reason, I swear nobody is nice this week, so... That's another reason why we're just gonna do something to lift our spirits. Hopefully. Why wouldn't you move, damn it? Did the car break down again? Sure did. Do I need to blast stand by me while I help you push? Of all the places they were going to use that song in the game, I wasn't expecting it to be just for the car pushing montage. Hey, do you know if there's a garage nearby? Probably looking at him like, what's a garage? I just might like to have a breakdown in the middle of nowhere. What is this place anyway? Medieval Africa. Thanalan? Eorzea? That's on no map I've ever seen. I'm not sure how I got here, and I've got no idea where I need to go, but I'm going nowhere at this rate. Isn't there anyone around here who can fix cars? What's a car? Garland Ironworks might be able to handle it. Seriously? Man, what a relief. Anyway, might as well keep pushing her along. Hey, mind giving me a hand? She's heavier than she looks. She's in neutral, right? What's your name, by the way? I appreciate the help. My name's Noctis, but you can call me Noct. And now that we've introduced, let's put our backs into it. Talk about deja vu. Unbelievable. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard of a car to push. It has more to do with the fact that we're pushing it through dirt. And we've made it barely up the road. Might be better to bring Ironworks to us. Oh, if it isn't Bren. You have a faction down here? By the gods, she is magnificent. Such elegance, such refinement. As you may have heard, we were tasked by the Alliance with investigating this mystery vehicle. Master Sid himself should be close. If you excuse me a moment, I will direct him hither. I just noticed that the steering wheel actually looks more like a steering wheel you would see in an aircraft, which is a little bit of a heads up. Bren, why am I not surprised that you're here already? Because I was the one who called you? Was I supposed to run off? Especially with how low to the ground this particular car is, this would suck to push on open road. So this is the machine. At a glance, it doesn't appear to be of Garlean make. The young fellow here, I take it he's the owner? And Noctis doesn't seem to know anything about Eorzea, you say? Peculiar. Might he have lost his memories like I did? Hey, I'm right here, you know. Now, if you're done talking about me, you're Sid, right? Not quite the Sid I was expecting, but if you can fix the regalia, then it's all good. I'll be honest with you, this is technology I'm unfamiliar with. I can't make any promises, but I'll try my best. Appreciate it. There's just one little problem. I don't have any money. Never you mind that. To be able to work on a unique machine such as this is its own reward. Seriously? You're a lifesaver. Oh, and Bren, I trust you also heard about the mechanical soldiers. We're tasked with investigating them as well. By all accounts, they appear to be simply men, albeit armored head to toe and bearing advanced firearms. What betrays them is the unnatural efficiency at which they move. Sounds like MTs to me. MTs? They're the mechanical people, right? Magitech troopers. Robotic soldiers created by Niflheim Empire. Come to think of it, the last thing I remember is being at Nif Base. It's kind of hazy, but there was a strange machine. Before I knew it, I was here, in this place you call Eorzea. Well, that's quite the unusual tale, but then again, I'm in the presence of unusual technology. I have no reason to doubt your words. You may have inadvertently activated a teleportation device and be sent to our world. You just casually throw that out there? Oh yeah, you may have jumped dimensions, not too unusual, I suppose. At any rate, you seem to be acquainted with these mechanical soldiers. Perhaps you could investigate in our stead? They were more recently sighted near the Unholy Air, not far to the east of here. I kind of wonder if this is sort of written from the perspective of having already finished a few expansions. If they really are MTs, they might hold some clue as how to return home. Alright then, leave them to me. Wait! It wouldn't do to leave our visitor to wander this strange land alone. Could you accompany him? Rest assured, I'll tend to the regalia in the meantime. Did he bump the strange device while in the car? Why did it warp the car too? If I summon a carbuncle, will he recognize it? Okay. Oh, there's a fate, apparently. Or there's supposed to be. Ah. Maybe the one up here has something to do with it? I don't think it does. Nope. This might just be similar to 11's. We have to wait for it to appear. For it is not currently here. At the same time, I don't want to go too far, because these respawn every couple minutes, I would think. Hopefully. Don't know. Should I stay or should I go? I bet this person's waiting on it too. And mostly end up taking like 15 minutes. But anyway, in the meantime, here's the class list in case anybody is curious. I did finish Pugilist, so I'm ready to start Monk anytime. As I said, I'm probably not going to do the other jobs that are not a Realm Reborn until those actual patches, just so I don't end up making a Realm Reborn take absolutely forever. Question is if I remember how to play certain jobs. Wonder if maybe clearing out some of these other fates will make this go faster, just like before. This person better not clear out the whole thing before I have the time to return back. That's right, I only have the one move. I can't combo when I'm so low level. Who's shooting at me? So apparently somebody told him that this one is picking up the shipping crates. Read the quest missions! Maybe I did. One more. One-stop shop for all of your stolen goods. These. Just like that. Objective finished. Ooh, can't fly higher. That freaked me out for a second. I also don't want to get too far away from it. Because then people will start and finish the mission without me. Okay, let's level sync. Oof, level 3s, huh? Level 3 baby mission. Level 3 baby mission with baby monsters. There it goes. Get out of my life. Get out of my life. Ah! I'm the one who triggered it. Let me participate. There it goes. Yeah. Let's level sync and go. Oh, big guy, huh? This is much bigger than I was thinking. It is similar to the other Magitechs that are at the bases here. Ooh, it's maybe a tad chunkier than I thought it would be. Don't see any more ads. Noctis, please. I'm trying to get the machine. Thank you. Maybe you need people for this one. Like a crew. By myself, I feel like this would take forever. I'd probably do it. But I don't know if I could do it with that time limit. Good to know I failed the mission I did not care about. Almost there. I'm okay. That's all she wrote, really. Yeah, it was a much bigger fate than I thought it would be. It was more of a group fate. I'm used to singular fates. But to be fair, I have done a few group runs with strangers before. MTs, just as I thought. And a Magitech armor to boot. They must have crossed over when I did. But I couldn't find any clues on how I might cross back. What am I supposed to do now? Let's consult Sid. I don't know if Sid would know anything about this. He already said he didn't. Let's consult Kippa. A reporter? That's actually not a bad idea. She's bound to have loads of connections. You're coming along, right? Let's go check on the regalia. I mean, I got a chocobo. It'll probably fit too. If not, we could rent you one from this place nearby. So how fared you? Were you able to find the mechanical soldiers? You fought them? So the rumors were true. That being the case, I would very much like to examine the technology with my own eyes. I have a favor to ask, Bren. The next time you encounter those soldiers, could you salvage their parts? May I ask that you bring said parts to either myself or my colleagues in the 3 city-states? We'll pass them along to the chief after he's completed his long list of outstanding tasks. Who are you? Hey, where's my car? Don't worry, she's in a safe place. The reporter came sniffing about while you were away, so I decided to move her to the dispatch yard that we might carry out the repairs undisturbed. I'm pleased to say I was able to identify the problem, and I believe it can be fixed. However, it may take some time to fashion a replacement part. Gee, it's almost like the car you drive isn't good for off-roading. I swear to God, every time I see this car, it's broken down somewhere. I see. That's good to know. You must be the mystery man. Have you ever considered getting, like, a Jeep or an SUV or something that's, you know, meant to be off the concrete? Oh, I'm no fashion correspondent, but I like your look. A simple silhouette with an emphasis on the details. What's the deal with you? Oh, where are my manners? I'm Kippa, reporter for the Raven at your service. You are the owner of the mysterious black vehicle, yes? You mean the Regalia? The Rega? I beg your pardon? Regalia. Ah, so that's what she's called. A stately name. She's like nothing anyone has ever seen in Eorzea. May I ask where you hail from and how you came to be here? I'm from far away. I was on a journey. We were fighting. Then suddenly I was here. I really need to find my way back. There's so much I have to do. A mysterious young man come from another world, desperately seeking a way home. A promising premise. Now then, may I ask what manner of journey you were on? Well, I was traveling with my friends. We were on our way to meet someone important to me. Someone important to you? Could you please elaborate on the nature of your relationship with this individual? Fiancé. Oh, hold on a second. You're not the only one with questions, you know. I've got loads of my own. Well, sir, the Raven has many eyes and ears, and I would be happy to call upon them all for the answers you seek, if you'll agree to grant me an exclusive interview. Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm surprised as a prince he's not used to paparazzi by now. Then it's settled. If you would accompany me to Ul'dah, we must continue our conversation while I put my connections to work. I've been working on the replacement part for the regalia, but it'll take a while. Feel free to go about your own business in the meantime. The mechanical soldiers of rumor. Some people say they're a new type of imperial weaponry. Well, there's only one way to confirm this. We take one apart. For science. That's actually an emoji I eventually want to get made as something that says, like, for science. I'm just not really sure what fandom it would be a part of yet, though. Because I have several characters I could do it with. Noctis was very cooperative, and I have lots of juicy morsels for my future article. Lest you wonder, he was on his way to meet his beloved fiancée. Will the two sweethearts be reunited? With such a timeless tale of romance, the next edition of The Raven is certainly to fly off the stands. Come now, don't look at me so. It's been so long since I last graced the front page, and as promised, I'd help Noctis find the answers he seeks. I've already put word out to my colleagues. I expect to hear back from them any moment now. Speak of the devil. Yes, Kippa here. What do you have for me? Truly, thank you so much. See, what did I tell you? We have a hopeful lead. We'll need to take a little trip together, the three of us. See to your preparations and let me know when you're ready to depart. Fate Like Clockwork will appear at the clutch in Central Thanalan over the course of the seasonal event. Completing this fate will reward players with pieces of unidentified magitech. These items may be exchanged for various goods by speaking with an Ironworks hand. Ironworks hands are posted in the Blackbrush in each of the 3 city-states. Does that matter? Oh, that wasn't an interview, it was an interrogation. In the Dark Night, Kippa is eager to set out with you and Noctis. Ready to depart? Excellent. Our destination is the Twelveswood. More of those mechanical soldiers have been sighted there. Be sure my colleague has only heard rumors. I suggest first heading to Gridania and seeking out the witnesses. Sounds good. Let's get going. Oh, wait. New as you are to Eorzea, you may struggle to find your way around. Permit me to show you to Gridania? Alrighty, I'll lead the way. Let's see. To Gridania. Chocobos exist in Final Fantasy XV. It shouldn't be too strange for him. Nope, I just want it. There we go. Thank you. I wonder what the rewards are for doing it over and over. Heard about the mechanical soldiers, have you? Indeed, they've been sighted in the East Shroud. While I do not personally know the details, the Wood Whalers are in a state of heightened vigilance throughout the Twelveswood. Right, and to old Gridania. One is... Where am I? I am... One's at the Lancers, and one's at the Marketplace. Mechanical soldiers. As a matter of fact, one of our sentries at Amarasic's Spire reported encountering them while patrolling the Bramble Patch. At first he took them to be scarecrows, but as he approached them, they suddenly sprang to life and set upon him. We suspect that they're some hitherto unknown Imperial weapon, and we are deliberating in response even as we speak. If your path takes you near that area, you would do well to exercise all caution. leather workers. Mechanical soldiers, my apologies, but I'm not familiar with the rumors. Well, I am. A fellow I know claims he came upon them in the Hawthorne Hut in the East Shroud. At first he thought they were men, but on closer inspection he says they look more like dolls. And you didn't think to share this little tidbit with me, brother? If I were to fall victim to these abominations, I shall consider my death on your head. Yeah, don't mind the strange new enemies that kill on sight. I'm sure it wasn't worth informing me about. My god, what? Why are they so disorganized? So, were you able to learn anything about the mechanical soldiers? A man saw them near Hawthorne Hut, and one encountered them at the Bramble Patch. I see, in that case, if we were to keep watch of the Bramble Patch, we should be able to find them eventually. Well then, what are we waiting for? Wait just a... Please hurry after Noctis. The Twelveswood can be a veritable maze, even for the locals, and it wouldn't do if he were to lose his way. Also, does he think everyone here is just in costume? Because I think there's only humans in 15. Actually, where am I going? There we go. Assuming this is going to be another fate. Duty calls, commits for battle? Well, maybe not. The person waiting there made me think it could be. This is the area, isn't it? No luck so far. Guess we play the waiting game. I mean, they gave me 2 locations. I don't know if it matters which one you pick. You hear that? Come on, let's check it out. Sounds more like an animal. Well, it's certainly something. What the? That's a daemon. The thing's dangerous. We can't just leave it running around. But it also seems to be taking care of our mechanical soldier problem. Here for it too, huh? Then come on, let's do it. Oh, he can do his warp strike thing. Normally when that happens in this game, it's because of server lag. In time. looks like a mini Omega. Or Ultima, I should say. Not Omega, Ultima. But with more bug legs than Munchkin kitty legs. Like the looks of that pillar? What pillar? Should I? Oh, it's gone. And it's gone! Apparently the thing is trouble and we should do something about it, but I don't know where that thing is. Or what it is. There we go. Keeps lagging out. 2 pillars. I'll take one, you take the other. Can I, like... Hello? It wouldn't let me do anything with it. Going there. I'm going here. What do I do with it? The Noctis NPC is smarter than most of the other dungeon NPCs that we get. He actually has a battle script. Whereas every other trust NPC is designed to just sort of exist. Maybe it attacks the pillars, I don't know. Almost dead. Should do it. First Magitech Troopers, now a Daemon. What the hell's going on? Let's take a rest for now. Are we gonna set up camp? Yeah, after a fight like that, I could definitely use a break. I am a culinarian, so I can do the Ignis thing. Alright, let's set up camp. Do I have to draw the protective sigils on the ground first? Are the sylphs gonna be okay with that? Or are the elementals gonna pitch a fit? So what's your story? Why do you go around doing what you do? It's worth noting too that I have seen Brotherhood the very, very beginning of Final Fantasy XV as well as the Platinum demo, so that's how I know some of these details. Protecting those dear to me, supporting those dear to me, just being with my friends. What, you just want to hang out with your friends? More like I need to make some after what happened. You're Prompto all over again. He's the life of the party, always ready with a quip to make us all smile. We were traveling together, me and him and a couple of others. Hearing your story, I couldn't help but be reminded of them. I wonder if the other ones would be for Gladio and Ignis if he's picked them. My purpose? That's a tough one. I guess you could say it's keeping a promise. But I can't do that while I'm here. I have to get back to my own world. Somehow. Yeah, for those curious too, the Platinum demo was sort of like its own DLC before the game actually even came out. It was its own little side quest story, and it took at least like an hour to finish, so it was like a whole little mini game. But it is unfortunately no longer available, so that's one of those lost pieces of media you can only find if you look up on YouTube now. So how do you fare? Were you able to find your answers? Nope, we only found more questions. Like how the hell a daemon ended up here as well. I have no idea why they delisted it either, especially since, like, it's not in the main game, and it does provide additional context. I don't know. Weird. A daemon? It's a kind of monster. From your world, I assume, and it somehow came here in Eorzea. I'm no naturalist, but I imagine it being similar to a void scent. And if even a monster such as that could find its way to our world, then surely you can find your way back too. Yeah, I hope so. I'll keep working with my colleagues to find new leads, so just sit tight for now. Actually, I'd rather go for a walk. Check out the area a little. That's cool, yeah? Well, it should be safe enough if you keep close to the city. Great, see you later. Oh, wait just a... Wouldn't he also be surprised by the aetherite crystals? All things considered. There he goes again. Though I do not think that Noctis would disappear on us, I would feel much better knowing you were with them. Will you go and keep him company? I promise to have new information to share before long. So see that you both return, alright? Seeing as his kingdom is supposed to have like one of the last crystals, he's probably like, what the hell is so many doing here? Oh hey, what's up? Well, you can tell Kippa she doesn't need to worry. I can take care of myself, and I'm not about to run off somewhere. I was just checking out the clothing at the stall here, and I was browsing. The shopkeeper offered me some stuff for free. Your friend has a fine physique and exceptional fashion sense. Having an attractive young man such as him model our garments is the best form of advertisement. Thanks, lady. Anyway, I want to explore some more. You cool to hang out for a bit? I guess we're going shopping with Noctis? Messenger of the Winds. This is taking me longer than I thought it would. After all that, I still don't have any idea how I'm supposed to get home. For now, it looks like there's nothing I can do except wait for Kippa to dig up clues. So, I was thinking, I've come all this way to this beautiful place. I might as well try to see what I can of it, so I've got something to tell my friends. It may not look like it, but I'm kind of crazy about fishing. I go whenever I have time, and I've got time now, so I'm gonna hit up a place nearby. You should come too. Yes, I have also maxed out current fishing quest. That's Central Shroud. You know there's rivers here, you don't have to leave to go fishing. Where is he? Speak with Noctis at Central Shroud. Probably along the water somewhere, but... Hello? There he is. Did you keep that in your back pocket or something? Where did you pull the fishing rod from? What took you so long? I've already reeled in a dozen. But I guess the same can be said about the campsite and the modern type of furniture he was using. To be honest with you, I'm worried. I keep thinking, what if I never found my way back and it gets me down? But being here in this tranquil forest and casting the line, it calms me, helps me focus. I have to get back. People are counting on me. And I'm counting on you. Oh hey, let's take a photo together. That massive water wheel over there would do for a great backdrop. A faux what? I'll just say sure. Great. Considering the origins I actually put into building my character, they would know what a photo is. You ready? Here we go. Nice. I can practically hear Prompto say, "Love the lighting. Can't wait to show this one to the fellas when I get back." You're right. We should be getting back ourselves. Come on, let's go. Actually, I could just be lazy. Someone else has a dodo. I've never... Oh my gosh. They're friends! They've become friends. Friend Noctis, thank the gods you're back. What's the matter? I've just learned from a colleague that the mechanical soldiers have also appeared at the Exali territory. That in itself wouldn't be a cause for concern, but the beastmen responded with alarm to the trespassers and have summoned forth Garuda. They just magically had enough crystals to do that? That bird lady? Pretty sure we already took care of her, back in my world anyway. What? You mean to say that you're a primal slayer like Bren? Primal? Is that like an astral or a messenger? Well, whatever it is, we'll take care of it on one way or another. So where's Garuda supposed to have appeared exactly? howling eye, her domain to the north. But it's nigh impossible to venture near, for Garuda shrouds her sanctuary with violent winds. If you're determined to face her, however, I will contact the Ironworks and request a loan of an airship. Very well then. While you see to the preparations, I will secure your transportation. When you're ready, come and meet me in front of the Carline Canopy. You've proven yourself a friend. If we're gonna face Garuda together, I'll lend you the power of kings. Can you do that though? Because everybody else who gets that kind of burns to ash. It's a special power that I have, but I can share it with others. I guess maybe if he shares it, it's fine, but whatever you do, don't put the ring on. With it, you can quickly warp around, like you've seen me do. Might take some getting used to, but I'm sure you've got what it takes. Garuda's causing a lot of trouble because of the MTs, and I feel responsible for bringing them here. Let's go make things right. Kind of like the One Ring, it's kind of not worth it. The airship is ready to bear you and Noctis to battle. Are your preparations in order? I guess so. Without further ado, adieu then. Do you even have her in the same arena as before? Run! Run for your lives! Like our goddess, it is, yet our goddess is not! Oh, it's his Garuda. Nay, something else that thing is. Flee this place we must. Is it gonna be the different Garuda? Oh yeah, it's his. Maybe it's his. I don't want 15s. Looks like spikier though. Has sort of an Aztec vibe. Clamorous creatures, why have they summoned me? And what strange land is this? Also, possibly a male Garuda. Ah, the chosen king Noctis, so that is the way of it. Yours was the presence that drew me hither. Very well, take up your weapon, chosen king, and face me. I shall see if you are worthy of my power. Possibly female birds don't exactly have tits. Pun intended. Duty actions are special actions that are available only during the course of specific quests or battles. Duty actions are used by pressing down R while holding both left and right trigger, or I could just probably click it. You'll get the hang of it. Some duty actions can only be used a limited number of times. Deciding when to use them can mean the difference between victory and a quick trip to your home point. Let's go. Should I be hiding? Oh, that's where the warp is for. perform a work together with Noctis to do a link strike. Warp strike together. Should I? Oh, probably did it too early. Oh, it says I did it. I just don't know when he's gonna do it. I'm just gonna casually expand this for a bit since... Apparently I did it. I feel like anytime there's a warp. Trying to do it at the same time as him, but getting in sync is dumbass, you have a thing. I'm not used to this. Something big. Warp the pillar, warp the... Eh. I won't let me unlock this. Oh! Okay, I don't know what this does. Ah, it throws me. Good to know. God, why did it do... Oh, shit. I'm just gonna take it. Controls, man. That's why. New mechanics in a boss fight. Everybody's favorite. Go, 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 go. up to you fast enough. I'm just gonna tank it. It's fine. I'm not DPS. Pin to the right. Oh. You can see me trying, right? You can see the game not choosing to select the right target even when I pan it correctly, right? Duty failed? Really? You can fail this? Is there a time limit? Is there a freaking time limit? Ugh. Normal, please. I actually have to put this shit into very easy because this feels painful. Oh my fucking god. I am losing my tits! I don't even have tits and I'm losing them. Oh my god. What hotkey? Who needs hotkeys? Who needs a brand new fucking command that we're only gonna use for like 15 minutes? Oh my god. I need a bigger desk. I really do. My mouse keeps falling off the desk. The struggle is real. Yeah, like, you think he'd be Link Strike comboing, but he's not, which is weird. Sometimes I do 100 damage, sometimes I do 1,000. Other times my mouse falls off the desk. The idea is you're supposed to warp at the same time as him, but he... If so, that's a bad mechanic, because there's nothing to advertise it. See, like, that time, it counted. But, like, he clearly was on the run, so... Fuck me, I guess. Maybe you only use it occasionally? But even then, some of my regular attacks, like my swings, do almost as much, like maim right there, as whatever your warp strike bullshit is. Apparently I'm doing okay there. It's like there, that was supposed to be a big hit and it was 700. Thanks. Maybe we stand together on this one. I don't know, let's try it. Can't hurt, I guess. Oh, maybe if we're both together, she can't fling us. Also helps that Noctis is just a little chunkier right now. The easy mode isn't for me, it's for him. Noctis is squishy boy. I'm gonna make you some real clothes. Real armor. B-boy look is nice, sweetie, but it doesn't compute here. I would know. Hello, DJT. You have caught me molding. Go down for the count. I don't know what's happening. Son of a, hang on. Oh, now he actually has to save me for a change. We failed 4 times at this dungeon. Active time maneuver. What the hell does that mean? Ready! Free yourself. Do I just... Again with the cookie clicker stuff. Whee! I think I'm out. You'll take it for here. It'd be a first. Wait, when do you get a bow? Duty complete. We had to do it on super easy because my skill set is less for protecting other people and I can't heal other people. You pack a serious punch. I'm impressed. Thanks. It's the job stone. You seriously were making me switch there for a minute, bud. You were making me think of starting up White Mage just to protect your frail ass. The crystal is chosen well indeed. I acknowledge your strength, Noctis. Yours and your companions both. Man, what is it with gods and trials? Do you always have to be so skeptical? So it is decreed. At the world's peril do we grant our power unto the untested. We finally got it fixed. It is interesting, if not poorly executed. It is so poorly executed. Apologies for the delay. She's like anything I've seen before, so it took me a while to get acquainted, but the regalia is as good as new. Why didn't they make this one a group fight? It would have worked a whole lot better. Seriously, I owe you big time. Noctis, there is much you have left undone on Eos. Your presence here is an anchor, allowing me to link the 2 worlds. For you, I shall open the way. Like, I feel it only would have been compatible with a few classes. So, Summoner, some sort of healing class, maybe Paladin. But everybody else, like, maybe if you're DPS, you can do enough damage to get it done in time before Noctis gets his frail ass knocked out, but this is one of the few instances where it's like, I'm fine to survive the battle, but he isn't, and I have to escort him. So... Tarry not, for the gate cannot remain for long. Got it, thanks. I mean, they did sort of tell me how to do it, but they didn't really explain when the best time to do it is, and even when I did, it did less damage than my usual combos. Divinities. One minute they're trying to kill you, the next they're helping you. I'll never understand them. Thanks for the company. It was nice getting around with you. Take care of business back home. You bet I will. And when everything's sorted, maybe we can hang out again. You did it as a monk. Maybe that way you were able to have more damage, though. Because you're a DPS class. Well, I better get moving. I've got a promise to keep after all. Take care now. And all them debuffs. Are we gonna get to see it at least do the thing? I mean, I've seen so many other people do it at this point with this car, so it's not too much of a spoiler, I would think. No, he's just gonna drive it casually into the light. Awkward and weird as it is. Which, I mean, I guess it's not as weird as turning into the car, which you could do in the Platinum demo. He doesn't always say it, though, and it didn't come with correct timing on the actual screen itself. It was way off. I don't know if it's just a server issue or what. Either way, not the best mechanical fight there. Before Noctis went into the portal, I could have sworn I saw a woman amidst the light, an ethereal beauty dressed in white. I saw her too. It seemed to me she was waiting for Noctis, guiding him. I can only assume they share a deep bond. Oh, then perhaps that was his fiancée. Perhaps so, and perhaps not. The sole person who could have enlightened us has vanished into the light. Well, whoever and wherever Noctis's fiancé may be, I sure do hope they are reunited. Guess I can't say anything. Right! While events are still fresh in my mind, I shall return to my office and put pen to parchment. Master Sid, many thanks for your cooperation. But the most thanks of all I reserve for you, my dear adventurer, in no small part due to your help. Noctis managed to find his way home, and my article can reach a climactic conclusion. See that you do not miss it. A strangely charismatic young man was Noctis. In the end, we never learned the circumstances of his coming here. But if he has things he must do back home, as that Garuda-like being said, perhaps this was a trial they had to overcome along his journey. At any rate, old friend, I believe our work here is done. Whatever the long road may lead them, may Noctis ever ride the light of the crystal. That is so fucked up in context. I can't say what the context is, but... Eesh! There we go. I think we get Noctis's outfit. You can now exchange MGP for special items by speaking with the Ironworks vendor at the Gold Saucer. Available for a limited time. MGP. What MGP? We flat broke. We flat broke on these Vegas streets. Let's put the outfit away. Lucian Prince's outfit, which is just Noctis's clothes. I wish to put them where they cannot accidentally be thrown away. Otherwise I will. I can only hope that they would have a special warning message beforehand, but when you dance, they don't tell you there's a 5-second window, and it's not the warp strike, but a link strike that does a bit of damage and stuns Garuda. It's poorly explained and requires a lot of dexterity. Dexterity on my end, or dexterity the stat? Either way, like I said, new mechanics in a boss fight. Oof. That'll be one of my least favorite forms of gameplay. But anyway, we got stuff to take care of in Thanalan. This is not Thanalan. Let's go to Alamigo. On the player. It's knowing when to do it more than anything for me, because it wasn't really showing me too many prompts. It did the first time, but even then, like, it wasn't necessarily doing damage at the same time that it told me to execute the command, so... Eh. Even then, I had no issue with keeping myself alive. It could have been me in there alone, and I could have survived it, but it was escorting Noctis! I needed a healer. Martial perfection. Getting him to stay out of the orange, like, I need some sort of rescue ability for him so I can just yank him to the other side of the field and be like, just stay out of it. Lunga is gone. She had no duties that would take her from the camp this day. I fear she rides for Zarak, and the chance of Zagota's head, the war leader, must be told. She's gone? The impatient whelp. Reckless action is not martial courage. To charge into battle without certainty of oneself or one's enemy is to court disaster. Lunga is beyond our help now. This is her battle and her battle alone. Amalja law forbids intervention in such vendettas. If she wishes to perish in a blaze of false glory, then that is the path she has chosen. Lunga's decisions define her as a warrior, and thus will end her tale. Hamujga will do nothing? We have trained Lunga since she was barely more than a hatchling. There must be something we... Honored ally, though I risk bringing shame upon myself and the Brotherhood. I beg you hear my plea. As an Amalja, I'm bound by our laws and customs, but you are not. Pray follow Lunga to Zanrak and see that she survives this madness. Yeah, it's probably for the car. Which I have no interest in purchasing. It was my ex's favorite mount, so I kind of hate that car, actually. Where are you, Zagota? Your doom has come. Adventurer, why are you here? Did you follow me? I told you, I don't need... Since you are here, perhaps you can prove useful. There's a cage yet deeper within the stronghold. I thought that perhaps it might be... Well, just free the prisoner, yes? The key is held by Manabcha. He's the Flame Fang's second in command, and not to be underestimated. Zagota is mine, but if you'll have your share of glory, now go. Yeah, my dad also had an old Camaro, an old 80s Camaro that was like that too. And he was also a very bad person, and that thing would break down all the time too. I had to push it the exact same way. I hate that car. I actually hate that car. The only people I've ever known to have cars like it have been the biggest assholes in my life. So nothing against you if you like the amount, but... Ugh. Not for me. I'd rather walk. Is that a relative? Who is it? Who's there? Stay back. You stay away. I know why you're here, filthy kidnappers. You've come for my little Luna, haven't you? Well, you can't have her. That is a rock. No one can save her. She's been promised to the Lord of the Inferno. Oh, did her mom get tempered? Mother, you're alive. Who is that? No. No, I know you people snatchers and your dirty tricks. Now get out before you scare my little Luna. Out. Out, I said. Gods, no. There is naught quite as touching as the reunion betwixt mother and child. I can scarce contain my tears of bittersweet joy. Yeah, the only really special thing about it is that it can see 4 people, which I don't care to do, so... And everybody, at this point, has their own mount, so kind of like, what's the point? Zagota, you'll pay for what you've done to her, and me. Some of the tempered, such as this one, are exposed overlong to the sacred flame. They become the walking witless, barely aware of their own existence. If Lord Ifrit's power not magnificent, come now. It is time you were purified in the raging blaze of his blessing. Come back and face me, coward. I go now to put an end to that monster's abominations once and for all. But if I have any chance of victory, I will need you to first destroy Ifrit's beacons. Honor and pride, adventurer. Okay, beacons. Yeah, some may need to respawn. Yeah, my mom had a Camaro like that too when I was young, but it was at a time when they really couldn't afford it either, which is another reason I just have some real resentment for that style of car. All the way around. That's why even I myself prefer to drive things more with an off-road SUV style, that I don't mind get banged up a little bit. The flashy uselessness of it bothers me. Did I spend the reward from the fate? Did I get a reward from the fate? Is it the box? Anyway, no offense to anybody who likes it, I just have trauma. TM. Ah, you're like a lost kitten that has wandered into the Drake's lair. Surrender this doomed vendetta. Submit to Ifrit's will as your mother did before you. Oh, he ain't talking to me. I gotta move my ass. At first I thought he was talking to me, and I'm just like, whatever, man. I can't be tempered. What are you talking to me? Oh, the pain. How is this possible? My spells are drawn from the searing furnace of Ifrit's might. Wrong. Your power was drawn from the beacons, and those altars of suffering are no more. Oh, so that's what they do. Without your precious blessing, there's naught to protect you from the sting of my arrows. Mercy, I beg you. The will of our god is overwhelming. Spare my life, and I shall become your slave instead. I don't want your useless life. Pitiful creature. If any bring shame to the Amalja, Zagosita, then it's you. Your power is broken and my vengeance complete. No more of my arrows need be stained by your coward's blood. Crawl back under your rock, you lizard. Never turn your back like that. Gullible fool, die. I see your tribe has come to save you. Though whether it is fluffy or scaly, I do not know. Scaly. War leader. You forsook all that is sacred to a true warrior of the Amalja. Zagosta, for your cowardice and cruelty, the only reward is death. I beheld the entire confrontation, Lunga. You fought with honor and with courage. Such was my proud exultation. The dagger flew unbid from my hand. How unfortunate, then, that Zagota stood in its path. It appears that perfect martial detachment yet eludes even me. Were you watching, Mother? You've been avenged. She's kind of still alive, though. Are we gonna have to do a thing? The Ring of Ash, I think that's back at... Yeah. It's back at camp. I can't fly out, can I? Gotta go around. There's an ironwork person in Central Finland that you can trade them for stuff. Ah. Yeah, it's getting close to the last couple days for it. Probably aren't as many people running it anymore. Even the one I did, I was surprised at how beefy it was. That it was meant to be a group raid. Or group fate, I should say. Raids have a different connotation in this game. Group fate. With the Flying Fangs defeated, the Amalja within Zanrak will return to cowering behind their campfires. And though the embers of Ifrit's blessing yet smolder, we shall fight that fire with the flames we ourselves nurture, strength born from within. But I need not speak to you of strength, for you, perhaps more than any, have neared the peak of perfection. You have earned the highest praise and deepest gratitude of my people. Even should your races clash in blood-drenched savagery, you, honored ally, will always be welcomed by the Brotherhood of Ash. I have seen my mother safely to the Forgotten Springs. It is unheard of for Tempered to ever recover from their primal-induced madness, but it is my hope that she will at least find a measure of peace in our old home. Oh, and a word with you, adventurer. I questioned your resolve, and you have answered me well, as any Amalja warrior would. You have my respect. And my thanks. Well, this feels strange. Why are you staring? I cannot help the way I look. My brethren must think me hideous. No, you're a very pretty kitty. The road calls you, honored ally. The misfortune seeks to waylay us. Let us not stray from the path of the strong. Well, she has a better fate, maybe? Question mark? Than most Tempered? I don't know. Hard to say. But anyway, I do believe that means our reputation with the Amalja is not complete because the quest is not fucking done. Hall of Flames in Ul'dah. Oh, I should probably shrink this too, now that I'm no longer in a battle looking for prompts to come up in the chat window. Commander Gilzabert submitted a detailed report. It seems my decision to assign you to this duty was a correct one. With Amalja fanatics thus quelled, Thin may enjoy a measure of peace for a time. And though we are never in short supply of beastmen-related problems, I believe you've earned a respite among the chaos. Enjoy a rest while you may. Yeah, because I still have to do the Sylphs and the Ixal. Brotherhood of Ash reputation is up. You've become trusted. Furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares. We can probably get our wiggly crocodile friend. Drake? Drake. And then we'll head over to Central Finland. This way. I always get that messed up every time. Okay. Die. Oh, I can get a wind-up Amalja. And a Drakehorn. Goodbye, money. What is this? This is furniture. And what is this? What is this? Venture. Unidentifiable bone. Raptor blue dye. I don't know what that is. These tribe and rewards. What is that? Coral dye, unidentifiable bone. What's the little circular thingy? Have I done the quest that explains what? Our currency used in retainer ventures. Every time you send your retainer out for a venture, you expect— oh, it's for my retainers. I know you say ventures, but I didn't know what ventures were. Okay, so let's... Central. Where even? Hunter Scholar, there you are. Orchestration roll. This is all just Final Fantasy music. Have I done the quest that explains what? Okay, so it just appears to be music, which I don't care too much about at the time being. So I'm gonna take a really quick break, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do one of the Manderville quests, so BRB. Gotta switch it over to the right scene. I'm back, people. I'm back. I also grabbed a snack. We've got some cheese crackers here, so you might hear me eating. So sorry about that, but I'm so freaking hungry. Manderville. Yes. I think it was in Camp Reborn. Let's go. I don't usually eat on stream, but it's been a crappy week, so. I think it was further north. There's like a town. I want to say it was in Eastern Finland. There's like a town. And every time I eat a full meal lately, my stomach just gets upset, so I'm just gonna eat some crackers. The science of deduction. Ellie wishes to share her latest discoveries with you. Perchance you are curious about the duelist's declared target? It so happens I have identified the weapon in question. The treaty blade is part of an Ishgardian noble's collection, or was, I should say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an old Dawn collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I not investigator, and should the duelist strike when I am present, well, I hope I need to explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Integrating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I am also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers, the sort Tutsui in Camp Dryborn cells. You can come along if you'd like. Very well. Nice. Here you are. Thanks for your patronage. Was it for love or money that you killed him? Excuse me? It was you? Have you gone mad? That was an Amalja's arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Amalja don't shoot fleeting unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves, for God's sakes, or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again, I ask, was it because he took from you your share, or your sister? You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that. And yet he... Damn. I thought he did it for money. You too, he's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for your help, Inspector. At least he's competent. But when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron, so he's literally Sherlock. Not at all like that buffoon Hildibrand, don't you think? I try not to talk about Hildibrand. We should get going. Lady Durilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. We're going where? I suppose I could have used a Vesper ticket, but I'm an idiot. And yes, I am still working on the axe. It just takes forever. Again, as I told the last 22 who came before, if you've come looking for work, you're too late. And even if I were in the need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. While my dodo sits on her chair. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. He just sits at table waiting to be served. Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and you would earn my respect. What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends. The bounty of time, everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out. Forgive us, Lady Darilda. We meant no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools, I shall come to claim the collector's blade, yes? I read the mithril eye, I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized, or worse. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. Ah, but you may see for yourself. Like every piece in my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look on, my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. Oh no. Ships that pass in the night, a signal shone in the darkness. I thought it was going to be the more refined guy. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. But at least Best Girl is also here. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. My lady, what brings you here? Oh, he's talking to me, actually. Have you come in pursuit of the duelist as well, or perchance in pursuit of me? Your assistant, maybe? As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable, incompetent... To be fair, you're not spending a single gil on me. You think the Reborn relic is the longest, but it's merely due to how long the patch style for A Realm Reborn is. Yeah, this game was out for a while before Heaven's Word, I believe. It's also how long it takes. It's not necessarily the amount of steps, it's how long these steps take. The fates, again, are the worst. Everything else, I could get it done, like, in a couple days, but them fates. Them damn fates. The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Briardian, Consulting Inspector, at your service. You look so dejected. And like you need sleep. Those dark circles, man. Are you sure he's not a zombie? Conniving Inspector. Consulting Inspector. Rotting Flesh and Saltpeter. Hildibrand Manderville and Nashu. Oh god. Makaraka, I presume? Two rank amateurs playing at a profession of which they know not. He even still smells dead. Does he just need to bathe, or is he really still a zombie? See, this is why I'm still so confused. Call me when you've finished with these wastrels. You see, I do not want or need your help. Briardian is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria, and where's my vase? There was a strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. I was so... That vase once belonged to the royal house of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? My lady, pray, allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. I mean, she said there was a thing, but... With my unmatched investigation skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect, at which point you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan freshly clever in its intricacies. Not even when spoken aloud. Betrayal. Heartbreak. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? What the hell is that expression? That's scarier than any monster. I picked up the vase in Ul'dah like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge and then a flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone, but so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Nofika's wells. I wanted to go get it back, but there were scary-looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone. You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase. All 5 of us. Nashu's excited. I'm down to go with Nashu. And how about you? All 4 of you. I'm going to... After Inspector Briarden, if the duelist strikes, I mean to be there. But Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Yeah, I blame the mother too. She seems like a crappy mother. Because that is my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. Do you even know what the bloody vase looks like? I mean, I know what a vase looks like, so I'll do my best. Maria dear, listen. If it gets dangerous, or if you feel afraid, you run to this adventurer for help, understand? Can Hildibrand even fight? Out, out! I have forthcoming appointments with very prestigious guests, and will suffer your presence no longer. You have business with me, adventurer? What do you do here? I am the harbor master of the Vesper Bay. My responsibility is to ensure that all is smooth sailing, and at all times. Get off the desk! I pride myself on maintaining the best facility on the mainland. Ours is a bustling port, and what not sound management. Things would very quickly run into chaos. Hope we didn't have any snacks up here because they have been eaten by the dodo. What kind of place is this? Vesper Bay was built only a number of years ago, but in a short span of time it has grown to the premier ocean gateway of Ul'dah. That even the largest vessels might find mooring here, large-scale excavation was undertaken to deepen the seabed. It was a costly venture made possible only through the generosity of Lord Lodorito. It is to him that our ports owe its prosperity. There's no shortage of opportunities to be had at the enterprising individuals. I'm gonna be lazy. If it was important, why leave it with a child and then blame them when something goes wrong, right? Children only have 2 modes, ultra sticky or ultra slippery. Neither is good for transporting rare goods. Grub will always exist on a child in some form, and that is a fact of life we must accept. That girl was run by earlier? I'd seen her. Had something in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Don't get a good look, but I reckon it doesn't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's long gone now. Yeah, if it fell off that bridge down there. Unless it was a metal base or something. A vase? Well, anything that falls in the water is like to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does this have anything to do with that weird wing beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. Actually, it does. It's also a magical world, which is extremely dangerous. Indeed, those toads could literally eat her whole. Gilgamesh? Are you having a bath or a bad day? And why are you called Flamboyant? Well, I know why you're called Flamboyant Oaf, but the audacity of the developers. A pox upon that thieving demon bird. Hey. He shall rue the day he cross paths with me. Don't listen to him recipes. Just a flamboyant oaf. A vase? I know not what of you. No, curse this infernal refuse underfoot. Every point is a dagger. There's something in the water at the man's feet. What the? Is there chicken? I didn't see it until it made noise. Do I spy a treasured vase of Lady Gerulda over... Oh dear. Yeah, there's no way it survived. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I did not notice. Your search for what, pray tell? The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that accursed creature. Again, how many times do I have to tell you with pet recipe here? If it enters anything that is underneath knee level, it is his domain and it will be eaten. I gave chase, following it to the waters. And in my haste, I must have stepped upon your vase. I'm surprised it survived the fall. Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand will think of something. There's that one technique. I forget what it's called. The Japanese bowls, they put gold in the cracks to fuse it back together. Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken me now, for as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. I can't think of the name. I know it starts with, like, K, though. How could I have been so careless? I mean, nobody's really thinking of a vase being in the river. Why does this feel so familiar? Because it's the same thing we did with the sword. Can I talk to your oddly green chicken? Did you dye it, or did it come that way? Alright, pick up the shards. Kintsugi, thank you. I can think of the practice, but not the name. It was stuck in my brain. We can Kintsugi the vase back together. Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid, let's have a look. Have I never seen a green chicken? To be fair, I actually have seen a green chicken. I've seen rainbow-colored chickens, because it's a very common thing in Japan to dye chickens. For, like, festivals. Not usually, like, full-grown chickens, but, like, chicks. Although, I have seen a pink dyed full-grown chicken. Granted, it was in Texas. Well done, my friend. This should be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. Who? The hammer. there is but one person in all Eorzea capable of reconstructing the space. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. We're breaking it more? So breathtaking are his words, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would a great warrior. Once a notorious king of thieves, perpetrated a series of robberies in Ul'dah, targeting establishments with sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. Yes, some roosters have green neck feathers. Roosters can come in all sorts of colors, though, too. Well, not like rainbow colors, but I mean like natural animal colors. His was the last shop that the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the Gold Court. The brass blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had of the testimony of a thief, who kept muttering the words, "The hammer. The hammer." He sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does. And I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. Never change, Gilgamesh. But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and this is my companion, Enkidu. Gilgamesh? Why is Enkidu a chicken? What did you do? He's not supposed to be a chicken. Well, not really. It has been many moons since I last saw her, so to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it green. Oh. I'm so sorry. In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. Enkidu is like his best friend. The pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinary, bid you welcome. If it is that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective mean of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Oh, jeez. Can't even remember 3 letters. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to produce his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most likely to be found in the vicinity of Blue Frog in northern Thanalan. Is there, we shall begin our search. Also, I don't question Gilgamesh being here because without too many spoilers, he's originally from 5. He got banished out of the universe in 5 by a deity to wander all the other Final Fantasy games. It is the same Gilgamesh. In every universe, he's just cursed to constantly ping-pong across the dimensions. He gets warped in, and then he magically eventually gets warped back out. Not by his doing. He's basically constantly getting isekai'd across the worlds. So it's become a running joke ever since 5 that they put in other Final Fantasies. If a Doblin became a zombie, would it make it a Zomblin or a Dombie? Asking the real questions. The Doblin's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did this is still around. I mean, you can technically fight with your Land of... No. What's it called? Disciple of Hand. Thank you! Land of Hand. What is a Land of Hand? Go dig sand castles, maybe? Actually, I want to talk to him first. This goldsmith is not to be trifled with. The basilisk's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. A single blow to the head. Impressive. He's not in every single Final Fantasy game, but he's in a lot of Final Fantasy games. He's not even necessarily a bad person so much as he is just really single-minded. His handiwork is unmistakable. The corpse is still quite warm. The Doblin, the Basilisk, this Airman, all were slain with a hammer, as was the beast over yonder, unless I am mistaken. That's a big one. That's supposed to be in the dungeon. The Chimera must be his latest prize, which means he is still about. Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Alas, it has come to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. What must you do that is so terrible? I must dance. Excuse me? Oh no, I gotta read it, don't I? I am a Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Gorthus to Than, the land, Manderville man. Explain. I cannot avert mine eyes. That is the dance of House Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to purposefully stretch my legs beforehand. My good person, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead. Though it be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions, I must bequeath to you the Manderville. This isn't like your mating ritual or something, is it? Like how birds dance to, like, show off to a pretty lady? You've learned how to Manderville dance. Because the weak couldn't get more cursed. What manner of man can be summoned through dance? Are you really gonna do the Manderville? Oh, I can't wait! Manderville men, except we are as siblings now, my consultant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. If I do this, we don't have to get married, do we? Now you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen Chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Well, I found some sort of sword, but Gilgamesh wants it. Great, thanks. I hate it. I do have to question what is so strenuous about this, though. Fancy yourself a Manderville man, for you would do what only a Manderville can. Then lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Manderville man. He comes. I hope you mean in the physical sense. Ho ho ho, you have naught to fear from me, not at all. The only accounts I came to settle were with the Chimera. I mean, I was only about half wrong. Would you like some clothes, sir? I have extras. I don't know if Noctis's attire will fit on you, but we can try. But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came in search for me. Godbert. Why would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion if not that? Wait, I know you. You're the strong yet tender fingers. Yeah, I've unfortunately gotten acquainted with you already. But more importantly, how in the hells did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, Then who? Who else? You want to talk about it? No? Okay. I mean, same, but... By the grace of Thal, what sorcery is this? He yet lives? You gonna sprint after him? Yep. Jesus, I feel like I'm being hunted by a tiger. Deep breaths, you can do it. Oh my gosh, he runs so fast, he glitched out my frame rate. Hildibrand Hexador! Didn't get a chance to read it! He's gonna pile drive! Well, he wasn't dead before. 10 years, Hildibrand. 10 years since you left home, and 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud. You went to the moon? How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their beloved son was dead? I mean, now he might be. Son, you're Hildy's father? Goldbert the goldsmith's a Manderville man. Smithing is only a Manderville can. Oil him up and give him a tan. Fit for a Manderville man. By God, he lives. You can't convince me that this man is technically amongst the living. Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. What is this family? Are they human? Are they here? Do you have, like, bloodlines with ancient gods and elementals or something? This antique vase must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. You've been gone 10 years and the first thing you do is ask me a favor? Well, I haven't done the dancer class yet, so I don't know how crazy that's gonna get. Do not worry, little one. I will deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. TMI. Also, drink more fiber. Get yourself some psyllium husk and drink that in the morning. Hold your applause until the end. Bragot, guide my hammer! But it's already fixed. It's already fixed. Why do you need it? Okay, never mind. Looks good. Look how it sparkles in the twilight. How it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it is a work of art? Even the chicken's impressed. You've completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense. I have taken a dull, old, remarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you are paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? Father, that is not my path. I am an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. At this point, I'm fairly certain that this family would have, like, its own job class. Just the Hildibrand jobstone. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others, too. Innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you would put away childish dreams. No matter. You'll understand in due time. No, I will not. I am an inspector, Father. I can be naught else. Mr. Godbert, sir, I don't think my mother is going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildibrand help with the investigation. We cannot say for certain, can we? Mayhap she will take a liking to this reimagining. You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. His job is gentleman. You know what? It just might be. That'd actually be really funny if they gave him like a job stone. It was literally gentleman. You speak of a thieving duelist, do you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. We were to cross paths with that fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. And Kidu as well, I should think. Actually, he probably is the thief, but considering he has a thing for stealing swords of people who challenge him. I see you too possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad I am to have met you, Greg. Now let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I must have seen a demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon. Well, usually swords. If the universe in question doesn't use that many swords, i.e. Final Fantasy XIII, guns are also acceptable for stealing to Gilgamesh. One moment. Apparently I need Dage. Are we good? Did I get enough? I think I got enough. Yay! We can level and sync. Where am I going? Vesper Bay. We have tickets. Just install an Aetherite, please. I will never let that go. You're actually still here. Mayhap Miss Maria should be the one to present the vase. First you were defending the little girl. Now you're hiding behind the little girl. Make up your mind. I hope she likes it. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your... chicanery? Chicanery? I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Dorilda. Not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... gaudy trash? Lord Mandeville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. You're missing something in your attire there, sir. It's not a webcam meeting. We require pants. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Oh, it does, my lady. It does indeed, especially that exquisite vase over yonder, although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection. Oh, what a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do take pride in our work, and ever strive for professional perfection. In other words, she only likes it because it makes her rich. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildibrand doubtless told you whenever he's offered to investigate the duelist threats? Enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used these precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildibrand, will you not? Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took What is this? Eolane's Quiverton's seat at the Syndicate? It appears there's been a great many developments over the past 10 years of which I was made completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all facts with consenting Inspector Briarden.
I can't names.
He's just wearing short shorts. I mean, technically, but normally formal wear requires formal bottoms. I think she likes it. I think she likes anything expensive. Come now, we have a thief to catch. Let us seek out Inspector Briarden at once. Oh, I feel like I'm getting hugged here. My bad. I hope I did not speak over much earlier. My wife would describe it as a proclivity to pontificate, but I prefer to think of it as an earnest desire to establish rapport with my fellow man. The Syndicate is the ruling body of Ul'dah. Oh, I was wondering about that. I'm like, what is the Syndicate? Are they a government family or a crime family? You know what? I said that, but, you know, technically it's probably both, giving the context of Ul'dah, but you know what? Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Dorilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now, kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jojenpa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the Observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Dorilda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternative routes to Vesper Bay. Ooh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk among each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. But let me show you my muscles to make you change your mind. This is apparently how Manderville men do it. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in a snowy Corthus. Halberd or Naginata? Creatures are different. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you! It's a bit more complicated than that, but it'll be explained more later. Yeah, I just meant because, you know, they're the ruling class who's also keeping a lot of people out of their city despite the huge disaster, which kind of makes them villains. That was more my point. Pray forgive my lateness. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in red? A ridiculous outfit. A ridiculous outfit. Oh, now I am intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? It's totally gonna be him. Ah, what reasons indeed. It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. No brain. What does he have? What does he have instead of a brain? I was gonna say no brain, just floof, but... no brain, just style. That damnable demon bird continues to elude me, but no longer. Soon I shall claim my revenge and weapon both. What would the demon bird be? The three collectors. Makes me think, with the elixir at the end, that this might be the last one. Inspector Hildibrand would have you accompany him to Korthus. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the Observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk in accordance with Inspector Briarden's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Per you, or per Briarden? Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. My redoubtable confederate, you are an experienced traveler, are you not? Why don't you lead the way to Korthus? That damnable demon bird continues to elude me. Let's go. To the Observatorium. Which is far enough away I can eat some food. Huzzah for calories. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting the counterfeit treaty blade. Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant, they're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But sir, oh, bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. And it can be worse. There are times on the server where there's a blizzard. Mayhap keeping active will help me to stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the thieving duelist, I will of course summon you. After administering the requisite beating. Good, you're still... Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates mere moment before your arrival, fully eager to catch the thief, as are we. Come, Nashu. We too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with your man near the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Dang it. We're looking for a brute in red who wields a hadbow. You see the bastard, you come to me. No heroics. We take him together, understand? Yeah, you, sir, are not taking Gilgamesh. He's a super boss for a reason. You see that just now? No? I don't think my eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Inspector, over there, look. What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. Aha! I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment you might have thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here overlong. We must egress post haste. I mean, pre-fall of Dalamud, there was no snow here. It's more a recent thing. Yeah, I figured that part out. It's just... the snow can be worse, is my point. Kind of like this whole winter. Normally the snow is much worse than what we've gotten this year. There's not of the ordinary here either. Even this right here, I know it's a region that's not supposed to be snowy, hence why it's bad for it, but like this isn't actually a bad amount of snow. I can't say what the temperatures are, that can make a huge difference. But in terms of, like, snow for a region, yeah, this ain't bad. No luck, huh? We've scoured every elm of this area to no avail. There goes Enkidu. I can only conclude that, having learned his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildibrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated to hiding. Oh, there he goes. Or perhaps he is waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave? That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I haven't found a weapon to use. By the 12 is that the self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Where did you find it? What do you mean propelled? It's buried in the snow. Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should worse come to worse. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. Like a rocket. Yeah, but did, like, somebody else throw it? What happened? Come now. How hard can it be to find a large man dressed in red in Corthus? Is red like a no-no color? Where'd he go? He flew with the spear like a rocket, but he made it seem as if the spear took him. Like it was the spear that had the power behind it, rather than something else. Core, it's cold out here. Core, blimey. Take to your post, and entrust your safety to me. Inspector Hildibrand is ready for battle. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the self-same creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. Yeah, it's literally right next to you. Look to your left. You sense it too, don't you? Turn around. We've got a whole team of himbos and bimbos. Oh my god. Really? Don't you do that. You're gonna make everybody else do it. Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways it bore a resemblance to a spear, but in other respects it was quite different. It looks like it has a cylinder on it for bullets. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade. Yeah, it looks like a gun. To which was welded a musket barrel. I'm right. 'Twas one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it, the strongest of spears. When the chicken is smarter than the entire party. I guess myself included. Considering my character is not saying anything. That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Now you call me, surely? No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me! The spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. The spear and I have bested many men together. I will not relinquish it again. Hildibrand, we can literally build you another one. Then we are at an impasse. Like children. You know, you could always duel for it. I'm actually kind of surprised he's holding his strength with Gilgamesh. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man who I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I've claimed was by rights mine. Through combat. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. Yeah, it took you long enough, buddy. I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I have done not wrong. You are all beyond reason. Like I said, he's less a villain and he's just a single-minded himbo. Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't. So let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. Is it gonna be a raid fight? Which way did he go? Did you see? Lest you find my advice unsupporting, I remind you that our duty supersedes any misbegotten notions of honor you may possess. His name really isn't Greg, is it? No, it's Gilgamesh. Or Gil, for short. Like the money. Again? How do you breathe down there? Aw, shoot, Miss Ellie. It is a relief to hear your footfalls. As you have doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you. Like an emu, well, he sure has the brain of one. Yes, it was I behind these doors this whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. It's a straight shot. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. I put way too much work in this weapon, man. Best me and you may have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you to leave the summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. For Gilgamesh. It is in beginning time! But you are already big. I can't be too surprised. It wasn't human to begin with. Battle in the big bridge, now accessible. It's actually more of a wall, but okay. We're just gonna leave Hildibrand here, huh? Do not worry about me, my friend. I shall extricate myself in due time. Okay, it really is. 1 sec, let me make sure that these are... Oh god, where is it? Not PvP. Actually, just let me... When in doubt, don't be a dum-dum. Alright, registration complete. I have no idea how long that will take, so... In the meantime... It's the weekend, what can I say? I was gonna go do reputation stuff, but I might not have to. There's a lot of people on this weekend. I did a couple raid runs for my weapon before signing on just to wake myself up. And they all just popped instantaneously. Anytime DPS. Right. People want that car, apparently. I guess I'm the only one who doesn't. But I have my reasons. Heck yeah, here we go! Got 2 tanks. Wait, does the other main tank have a similar model? No, they have a different hairstyle, okay. They have a slightly different hairstyle. Why isn't it popping? Why isn't it letting us out? Thank you. Someone DC'd? Oh no, they did! We should be fine though. It was just 1 DPS. Wait, what happened? I'm a frog! Help. What do I do? Apparently it wears off in 5 seconds, but...
I admit it.
Oh, he has a voice.
Fighting all 8 of you is just too much for me. Not. Ha! I lied.
He does this in other fights too. Where he mock surrenders and then he does something else. Usually it's because he has a crap weapon or something.
I've been had. This is far from the strongest of spears. I feel so brave. Goodness gracious. I just remembered something.
Come on. There we go. Had to turn tank stance back on. Oh, so many chickens. Many, many chickens.
Oh, that's all. I must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding.
What's with all the chickens?
You silly! Aha!
Yes. My turn. He got smalled. And now he's frogged. He keeps getting turned. Oh, now it's my turn. I guess I'll do some damage. Wait, the chickens don't eat me if I get too close, do they? Oh no. Is the other tank gonna disconnect? Is that what that... Damn it. Spawned on top of me. Cries and frog, yeah.
I won't come out so easily.
Oh, here you go. I laid down the debuff, but I think they got killed. Oh yeah, the other tank's down. It's just me, baby!
Well then. That's enough of a beating for now.
Is he gonna do the Nier Automata thing? No. No, he's not. Indeed. Player commendation to you. GG. And bye-bye. As a tank, if you have your tank stance on for a bit of your combo, then turn it off, you can maintain second anonymity. That's good to know. I just didn't want it to clank with the other tank stances, but when I either had other enemies to pull or I noticed the other tank got taken out, I thought it might be a good idea to turn it back on. Second in command, after all. Why, Greg? Why? Are you dead again, Inspector? I don't know if he ever lived again. How many swords did he drop while... Wait, doesn't that one there look just like Elazar's sword? But even to my untrained eye, this is obviously a counterfeit blade. And so is this one. And this one. What in the world? Alone yet still armed. In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. And return to Vesper Bay. Yeah, a lot of people were disconnecting there. I hope the servers aren't still having issues. They were really having issues last month. That's why I didn't renew my sub right away. Because I wasn't able to play a lot of the time anyway. Ah, 'tis more magnificent than I imagined. 'Twill make a fine addition to my collection. And they still hate each other. Oh, I suppose I can turn that off. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are, Inspector Briarden. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Oh no, they're the one we passed it off to a fake? Do you have a sister? Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind. Where is my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? So the Phantom Thief has many faces. Ugh, literally. Got that Mrs. Doubtfire mask laying in the street. Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Well, now we know what heightened build he is, though. He, she, whatever. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. Yeah, he really is Sherlock. If the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? Yeah, I've never seen Mission Impossible, sorry. And again... Not you, sleep dodge. Best girl. So, I see Hildy surviving that, but... Ugh. I believe it is addressed to me. Condescending Inspector Briarden. Piss off. 400 years I have slept. 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. That's not a poem that rhymes. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and the words are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Just nods along, because why not, I guess. Very well. I, and I alone, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. It might have been a haiku, yeah. In the original Japanese, it probably was. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon! Well, at least we made someone's day out of it. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? Oh, get over it. And you, Maria. Well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy, not bad. You are indeed a Manderville man. Using silliness to cleanse the land. Mark my face, O phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the... Maybe get some elixirs. To use potentially on future people like Noctis who can't freaking heal themselves. There we go. A Manderville chapter complete. The fiend dare lays claim to the fair maiden's virtue. As seeds of jealousy quicken within an inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will the Manderville man find his Manderville wife? Join us next time in the case of indecency. What is with that thing? It's always here. Hey, what's with the goggles those men are wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair? I guess we'll find out next time. Sir, please, stop. Anyway, that is it for the Manderville chapter with many men. Ugh, we did it. Alright. Let's return, shall we? Next episode shall be another time. For I'm out of time for this one. But anyway, they're a fun little series. Don't get much out of them, but I think the enjoyment itself is our reward. Where is the... I need to go all the way back down, actually, because the Adventurers Guild is the total opposite direction. I have to remember... I swear, you're gone for like a week. Maybe 2. And you forget where everything is. Video games, am I right? Anyways, of course I have no idea who the thief may be, seeing as, you know, maybe a new character. I'm interested to see if there's going to be more Gilgamesh and Chicken and Kidu in the future. But for now, I think I've done a sufficient amount. Yeah, I heard about that. But, it's actually surprisingly not that many people on right now, though. Strangely enough. But anyway, this is probably gonna be where I call it for now, seeing as I've done the collection of missions that I set out to do, and I don't want to go too long, especially since I probably gotta edit out the middle, but I needed to take a break, so it is what it is. For that, this is where I'm gonna call it for now. Gonna do some more level up stuff and whatever in my own time, work on getting Monk completed, maybe a few other quests in the background, and then maybe stream the next Manderville quest the next week, and eventually we'll get back to MSQ. I'll probably stream that as well, so don't worry, it is coming. I just don't have a whole lot of time, so we get to it as we get to it. I have a ton of Star Rail I need to get done too, because those are running out of time to get done as well. I only have a few more days left to be able to do some of those missions, so I really gotta get to them. Splatoon eventually. Like I said, I will be streaming the final episode of Splatoon, considering it's just one, like, huge boss rush to the end, rather than the normal setup, so when I get to that, I'll do it. I need to finish a ton of Star Rail stuff. Genshin's gonna update soon, so that's a really good time to get it done. And then maybe some Bugsnax stuff in the future when I have an in-between of leveling up and stuff. So for that, this is where I'm gonna call it. So thank you so much to everyone who has joined, and I hope to see you all in future streams. Bye-bye!